Good day.
All right, welcome back. It is 9:45 right now. When was the last time you sharpened the knives in your kitchen?
Yeah, dull knives can make cooking more challenging. Joseph Rueter wants to help us with this problem. He is the founder of knife sharpening and culinary shop Vivront, and he's launching a kit to mail in your knives through Kowalski's, which is amazing. So if you don't have time to get to the shop, you can still get your knives sharpened. Okay, first up. What is the impact of having sharper knives?
Yeah.
Or just sharp knives?
Well, watermelon shouldn't feel like a full contact sport.
Cutting a watermelon?
Yeah.
Okay, end scene. The segment is over. That's exactly my problem.
We want these to be easy, right? If your knife bounces off the watermelon like a pool noodle, that's not easy.
Sure, that's not.
So as we're leading into the 4th of July and you're prepping, grilling, having fun with friends and family, if your knife is dull, then it's just working against you. And if you sharpen it, it can work for you and with you.
I've always, and people say too, sharper knives are actually safer. Like if you have you have to like take a step back for a second. If you have dull knives, they're even more dangerous than a sharp knife.
Yeah, that's right. And as we use these, they all go dull. We're all dulling our knives, right? And you might use a tool like this to push that metal that's been bent back, but eventually it'll round. The cutting edge rounds out, kind of like tires on a car. Will go dull, so also will knives lose their tread, okay? And then you need to sharpen it. Most of the time when they're dull, we add more force with a thumb or an index finger or something like that, and we're thinking more up and down. This isn't chopping as much as it's like skipping stones. You want to slide the blade more than hammer.
So we're chopping wrong, we're holding it wrong, most of us, and our knives are dull.
I would say not optimally. If you're worried,
well played.
When the onion comes out and you're like, ooh, please, I don't want to touch that. I don't want to make a recipe with an onion. Then there are ways to learn the skills that switches that experience entirely to, I can't wait, let's go, right?
Yeah, let's cut an onion. Let's do it. I know
really
generally speaking, how often should you be sharpening your knives? How often should you be sending them in to be sharpened? Like, what is a good rule of thumb?
Yeah, humans are really good at habits. So if you attach them to a holiday, a date in the year, that works really, really well. What we learn is that persons that sharpen with us will become really excited and then have a discerning sense of when they go dull. And so folks will come in and we're like, you don't need, it's not time yet. And they're like, yeah, it is, go, right? And so it's whenever you want them sharper, that's the time to do it. 1 to 2 times a year for a home cook is really common. In the pro kitchens that we work with, it can be twice a month.
1 to 2 times a year. People are at home and like, I've had this set since I got married 15 years ago and it's never been sharpened. So it's time. And you're trying to make it easy because it is, like Shane said, it's one of those things, okay, I have to find a place to do it, then I got to go drop it off, and then I don't have the knives for whatever. How does this work and how did this come to be? Yeah,
you don't need any contraptions when you go to a pro, right? You don't need to get on YouTube and like DIY yourself some shipping kits or anything like that. You can come to us at 50th in France where we have classes, which we've talked about, sharpening and drop-off and same day and appointments and so forth. And we're aiming to make this as easy as possible. We've made kits, and you guys were sharing this. With the Kowalski's team, we have these in their stores now. Very easy instructions, 3 steps. Stick that to both sides of your blade and follow the instructions so that the unique code tells us where to ship this back. And when you ship more, the shipping cost spreads out across the knives and it gets cheaper. In Metro, you're talking about, like, I don't want to be without my knives is really, really common, but I also don't want to walk down the street with them.
Just
our partnership with shipping, we went through a number of iterations to get this right, but in Metro this is moving same day, next day.
Yeah, I bet that was a little tricky. We are going to send a bunch of very sharp knives through the mail. You showed us that that's like one way, but what is your process? Like, how long does it take to sharpen a knife, just out of curiosity?
It took us years to get good at this.
Okay, so years to get to this point.
Years to get good at it. We can turn them while you're out to, my favorite is by address at 50th in France. Our shopping district there lets you attach this task to sharpening. Like, I don't want to sharpen, but I do want to get a Starbucks. Okay, come and see us. For us, it really depends upon how worn is the knife, right?
Sure.
So we'll recraft it, we'll restore its blade edge, we'll fix chips, right? We'll do fillet knives, we'll do all of those things. And then the last step is actually sharpening. So it can be 5-10 minutes, and we do scissors and serrated. Those serrated knives chew up time.
Yeah. Okay,
I bet.
good stuff. Now we all are taking a hard look at our knife collection.
I know. And I have many more questions, but we've run out of time, unfortunately.
Joseph, thank you.
Yeah, you can find more information at vivront.com, Vivront.com. But in the French pronunciation, which you told me, we don't hit that T.
You did a great job.
Vivront is not correct.
They will live.
They will live. All right, good day. We'll live on. We are going to be right back, but first, let's see what's coming up on The Jason Show.